Hey there, Swifties. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing okay today. Ronan 11 here. I wanted to try and make an informative video for y'all. Yes, informative. Yeah, try not to make this too long, but no guarantees to that. So, what I wanted to address today was the fact that Tina Turner had passed away. And me being the autograph fanatic that I am, for those of y'all who didn't know, I've worked in and around the autograph industry for a long time, many years. And so anytime anyone of note, singer, actress, whoever that might be, passes away, there's always a jump. There's always a bump in collectibles, and anything that was touched. When I mean touched, I mean autographs. As far as that person is concerned. So there's always an increase in price potentially. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be an outrageous price jump, but yeah, it can happen. So before I get into that, I'd like to show this CD to y'all. This is Taylor Swift. So for all y'all Swifties out there, me included, in 2020, she was literally signing everything. She was signing and signing and signing, of course, during COVID. Had nothing better to do, so she was signing autographs. Her Folklore CD was one of several autographs that she was signing. One of her, again, her republished singles that are, I'm sorry, her CDs that she was getting done and actually, making money off of again. So this, I think I got this off her CD, signed CD off her website for about, started off between 20 and 30 bucks each, but I think at one time she put them on sale for about $5, so that's crazy. If anything I can tell y'all is you need to get these items from the artist before they hit the secondary market. So you kind of got to do your homework. You got to do what you need to do. I'll tell you a couple things. One is following them on social media. That's one thing to do. Find out and be in the know of what hey, she's gonna drop a new album soon. So her last album release, I think it was vinyl. She had vinyls on sale, I think last October. So she's a prolific signer, but if you're Swifty and you want, to be able to get something from her that is going to be autographed, it's cool. And you can do that. It's relatively inexpensive, and that's kind of what I want to emphasize today. Inexpensive. So this also is Alicia Keys. So this is the book that she had published, Girl on Fire. I'm not an autograph chaser. I don't live in LA, don't live in New York. I'm smack dab in the middle. So I'm, not gonna get her easily. So I saw them. This was on sale. I think at Books A Million. I want to say between 30 and $40. I think I bought one or two of them. Sometimes they put a cap on how many you can order. That's also found out about on social media as well too. So a lot of these artists will normally publish. They'll say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna sign a couple, or they'll take videos. Hey, I'm of them actually doing that. Amy Lee from Evanescence did that. Took pictures, took video that she was actually, gonna do it, and they were gonna be on sale, and where they're gonna be on sale at. So that's what you really need to know. So you'll be able to be there at the moment that they're released. Cool thing about this autograph is you can actually see the live signature, how live it is, and that when she's actually doing the strokes with a pen, the pen is not completely all the way on the book. So you got these little pieces where it's faded because the pen is not on the it's not completely on the page. This one is not authenticated. The Taylor Swift one is not authenticated as well, but there are proven and authenticated and certified items that are out there that are showing that she did indeed sign this way, and she did sign in this pattern. So yeah, definitely that's something. If you do purchase something like that, you might definitely want to get those authenticated. Again, that's up to you whether or not you do that. These that I have here are some examples of the authenticated ones that I do have, and these are in my store is what these are. These have been authenticated. There's several companies here in the States that will do that, and there's several other companies around the world that will do that as well too. A couple are James Spence Authentication, PSA DNA, and Beckett. They have a group of experts. I myself know some of the autographs. I mean, there's of course so many autographs to know. You have experts in, hey, I got an expert in music, expert in this and that, and in Comic-Con. So yeah, they have the people on staff that exactly know these autographs. So Reba McEntire, a country singer, when this one came out on her website, I want to say it was like $15. And literally I was like, wow, I have practically no country music artists. Practically, I do have some. I have a couple, but I'm like, wow, this would beef up my whatever I have, of course. And the cool thing about that is you can see her signature there, and it kind of sort of does match the one that's out there. So, it's, even if you don't want to get it authenticated, you can be like, oh yeah. But again, the experts are the ones that know the signature in and out, and they're able to study it. And you can go to Comic Cons, you can go to conventions, and these guys are there, and they'll do that for you. Of course, they do it for you for a price. But yeah, definitely, that's something you should definitely consider to do. What I did notice today, as far as, let me see if I can do this correctly. Yeah, good. So what I did notice today about the Tina Turner signatures was the fact that there weren't that many that were actually out there that were, okay, are there some that are authenticated by these big companies from the States? And there weren't. There really just weren't. And you see them all over the place. Okay, this is 950. This is 1600, it's 1700. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then you'll see one right next to it. This is PSA DNA authenticated, but then you'll see one, okay, that has absolutely no mention of a COA at all, of a certificate of authentication or authenticity. And I'm like, wow, there, in all honesty, was practically nothing out there that was, had been sent through one of these big companies. And I'm like, wow, this is just interesting. And so if I don't know the answer, if I see this and I see an abnormality, I'm like, wow, okay, if I don't know the answer, I'm going to go to the people who do know the answers to that. So I went over, onto Twitter, and I'm like, okay, let's see what Mr. Steve Grad has to say about all this. So he always says something, if it's somebody's passing, kind of like Pele, Olivia Newton-John, he had something to say. So he's always got something to say on that. Those of y'all who don't know who Steve Grad is, he is the kind of the principal authenticator for Pawn Stars. So he authenticates their signatures. Anything that comes by, like historical documents, all this other stuff. He used to work for Beckett. I don't know if he does anymore. I'm not sure if he does, to be honest with you. But, he was an autograph chaser. So he had a really huge Star Wars collection of all these original Star Wars actors and actresses. So, preeminent guy who knows exactly what he's talking about. Worked in the business, knows this thing. So literally he says, he's like, you can 99.9% rest assured that it's either a forgery or a secretarial signature. And that is literally that's concerning Tina Turner. And he's describing here on Twitter how difficult it was to actually get her signature in person. That's how he started off as an autograph chaser, trying to get these guys to sign on the street, bothering them and doing the, hey, this is what they try and do. So that was back in the day. I'm not telling you how to do that. What I'm telling you, what I suggest you do is be in the know about, who and where, or what's going to happen, or if you want this autograph, if you want this collectible item. And that's concerning everything. That's literally everything. It could be on an anime show. It could be for, music. It could be for pop culture. It could be anything. There are a couple of social media places that are actually pretty reputable, pretty good when, as far as announcing where things are going to be. On Instagram, actually, there's a couple that I follow myself. One is Addiction to Vinyl, and Addiction to Vinyl literally will tell you, hey, there's personally signed copies of Sophie Ellis Bextor. Literally, and they'll tell you, hey, it's on their website. If you click on it, it says, hey, it's on her website. So and they'll tell you exactly where to go. So that is great. It's a great resource. Just be mindful that by the time they've posted, rest assured that all your flippers and everybody out there is going to be like, hey, they've already purchased, so you got to be on it. You really got to be on it. And also LIMVICO, Vico, they also do it as well too. I follow them as well. They follow me back. Great resource for what vinyl is going to come out and being in the know. Literally, just being in the know. One thing I'd like to end with is a caveat, which is buyer beware. Literally, whatever you're buying, just you buy it kind of with a grain of salt, to be honest with you. So I got stung by Missy Elliott. I purchased a vinyl record that came with a signed lithograph. Great looking lithograph. It was awesome looking. I take it to get authenticated, and it's a secretarial signature. So again, buyer beware. Buyer beware. One last thing is that I think it was yesterday, the day before, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger had his most recent book, Books a Million, autographed, and it was $28. It was live for probably about all of 45 minutes, and it sold out. So I've experienced the Alamo City Comic Con where he was $1,200 an autograph. So that is a significant savings, over $1,200. So yeah, I will pay $28 versus $1,200. By the way, I did not pay $1,200 for his autograph. So, but anyways, it was interesting to say the least. So again, what I can recommend to y'all is, be in the know, be on social media, be connected, and find out what your favorite artist is doing, if that's something you want to do. But definitely an interesting topic. So I nerd out and geek out about it, but I love it to death. And yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I hope this was informative for y'all. And like, comment, subscribe, ask me any questions, whatever. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you.